All right, so everybody, y'all know what I asked for. Hello. So let's get those cameras on. Let's come ready to play full out because it is what? Day one. Let's go ahead and get this chat open. I'll turn the music down just a little bit. Is everybody else excited? Am I the only one? Hey, Nicole. I see you, girl. Hey, Dr. Rhonda. Hey, Lise. Listen, all these beautiful faces in the room, do me a favor. Let us know where you are tuning in from. I see you, Cassandra. I see you made it. Drop your city and state in the chat below. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Let us know where you guys are joining us from. We are going to get ready. I am excited if you are Terry Richmond. Okay, Terry. Oh, yes. The real estate, Terry. Yes. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. ATL, Stockbridge, Delray Beach, Florida. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So, again, as you guys, oh my God, well, I hope you feel better, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. I do understand. Again, hopefully you can take some good copious notes and continue along with us. But you are definitely in our prayers. As everyone is joining in, we are going ahead and going to get started. I am going to be respectful of your time. Like I said, we still got some people coming in. Texas, got a couple of Texas, Tennessee. What part of Tennessee are you tuning in from? And Georgia. And I'm asking this for a reason, y'all. We got some stuff we are cooking up. So I want to know where y'all tuning in from because you never know. I might just show up in a city near you. All right, Murfreesboro. I don't know that I heard of that one. All right, so listen, my name is DeKesha Williams. I'm going to be your host for the next 2 days. And I'm excited to pour into you all on the next 2 days on the other side of Nashville. I'm going to be in Nashville. Am I going to Nashville? I am going to Nashville. I'm going to Nashville at the end of August. So I'm not sure how far Murfreesboro is, if I said it right. But again, you guys are here to learn. Number one, how to enroll more clients into your signature program. If that is what you are here for, do me a favor and type a yes in the chat. All right. So I need y'all to talk back to me first and foremost. Did anyone get a chance to set up their profile in our community? I did see, I think Nicole, I believe you did an introduction over in the community. We did send out a link. Um, we sent out a link for you guys to introduce yourself in the community. That is where the connections will be made. So don't be no stranger over there. All right. Remember, it is a 2-day event. So today is day one. Tomorrow is day two. Check your calendar invite because that is where the link is. You can find the link. And we also will text you and email the link to you. Now, if we do not have your phone number, we cannot send out the SMS. All right. Thank you, Lenora, for setting up your profile in the community. We appreciate that. So you have to check your emails and you have to check your spam. I strongly encourage you to add us to your your address book. So you'll get all of our emails. All right, so let's get this party started. I've been waiting all day for you all. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up and share my screen. While I am sharing my screen, if Dennis, I think one of my team members are on. So I got 2 team members on. We've got Dennis and Latoya. Y'all show them some love. Dennis is one of our social media strategists. Latoya is our client experience manager. She works with all of our mastermind clients and our outsourcing club clients as well. So y'all show them some love. They're here hanging out, supporting me tonight. And here supporting you as well. All right, so while I'm pulling up my screen, I want you to type a very, very short description of what it is that you do in the chat. We like to know who's here and what it is that you do. Some of you I had the opportunity to have a conversation with because you guys booked your pre-workshop call. And some of you, I am not familiar with you. So if this is your first time being in one of my trainings, please drop a 1 in the chat. If this is your first time being in one of my trainings, please drop a 1 in the chat. I always love to know. All right, Nisha, well, welcome. Welcome, Dr. Latasha, Cassandra. You'll be hanging out with me on TikTok. Let's see, Shantae. Okay, Shantae Rhodes. And who is iPhone? That's Nicole. Got you. I'm like, all right, I got my names. All right, perfect. Is it Sika? Am I saying it right, Sika? Are you there, Sika? Yes. Is this your first time? Yes. All right. Are you able to turn your camera on? All right. So while we wait, uh, Shanta rhymes with Santa. Like that. Shanta. Got it. All right. All right. So while again, I am going to go ahead and turn my screen over. And so we can go ahead. Hey, Benzora. I see some of my clients here. I love it. Love these beautiful faces. All right. Drop a 2 in the chat if you can see my screen, please. And then we'll go ahead and get started. I got to find the chat. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to How to Enroll More Clients into Your Signature Program. I am excited to be here to share this information with you over the next 2 hours. This is not going to be me teaching directly to you. This is going to be a engaging opportunity. So I'm going to ask you questions. Sometimes you can come off mute. We're going to have a couple of breakout sessions as well. So this is one of the reasons why I say if you can come, play full out, turn your cameras on. I like to make sure that I'm talking to the people that's in the room. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started, if that's all right with you. So I'm going to tell you again, I know that I've talked to some of you guys, but since there were several of you that said this is the first time that you've been with me, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this here journey of entrepreneurship. Okay. I have been on this journey for about 14 years. August 24th, 2011, I went on leave of absence. Y'all, I am still on leave of absence. Hashtag longest leave ever. I actually went out on disability. The company filed bankruptcy, shut down, so I really didn't have anywhere to go. Entrepreneurship was not what I saw myself doing. I actually saw myself being a buyer in the fashion industry is what I really wanted to do. I have a great fashion merchandising degree from Old Dominion University. All right. So fast forward until 2025, I have been awarded 2023 ESPY Award, which is the Excellence in Professional Speaking. Awarded Best Business Consultant by the Small Business Expo. Received the Women Add Value Recognition Award by I Change Nations. We have been able to generate 6 figures every year in business minimum since 2018 without using ads. That's what's really important. Without using ads, we have built 3 revenue generating brands. We have a publishing company, we have an outsourcing company, we have a coaching and consulting company, and now we have a tech company as well. So our outsourcing VA company is called the Your Outsourcing Club. Some of you may have worked with them. If you have, you would have worked with Dennis and or Latoya. Thank you so very much. Oh, hold on. Let's take the blur off the background because some of you all probably saw the ad. Now, of course, I can't find the little thing. Like, oh, there it is, right? We got to take the blur off the background. Y'all know what's coming. Who knows what's coming? Come on, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Who saw the ad? Who saw the ad? Come on. Six-figure success, right? Y'all saw that ad? Woo woo! Yes. So that to me is just a physical reminder of all the hard work that I have put in over the last 14 years. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So now I get to, I mean, granted, I could have said it in 2023, but y'all gonna be working with an award-winning consultant and business strategist. That's huge, y'all. That's huge. Okay. Also featured in Connect Women's Magazine, Richmond Times Dispatch, the Networking Journal, and several of other publishing articles. But okay, all of that being said, what does a webinar strategist and business strategist mean? And what does it allow me to do? Let me ask you guys something, because how many of you actually still work a full-time job? I want you to type me in the chat. Oh, I see some hands. Type me in the chat if you still work a full-time job. It is nothing wrong with having an investor. That's what we call your job. Your job is an investor. Your job is investing in your dream. All right. If you are a full-time entrepreneur, do me a favor and put FT in the chat. I want to know what mix do we have. 80% of my clients still have a full-time job. So we got a couple of full-time entrepreneurs in here. I love it. And you know what? Congratulations to you all, because it's not easy to be out here in this entrepreneurial space. I was reading somewhere it says entrepreneurship is ghetto. Listen, sometimes it can be, okay? But here's what it has allowed me to do. And so for each of you, so we got half and half in the room. I love that. And so any of you decided that you wanted to step into entrepreneurship for freedom? The freedom to be able to move the way you move? Did anybody make that decision? Or is it just me? I see some heads nodding, right? Well, guess what? That's exactly what it has allowed me to do. And so, Vendor, you know who that is. This is my oldest. This is my daughter. This is when she was a collegiate gymnast. This year she had won one of the top awards for her, what do they call it? Conference. So if I got any sports parents in here? Any sports moms in here? All right. So conference, right? This was the top award for her conference. So she got the Eagle Award. And guess what? I didn't miss too many of her meets. Unless it was like West Coast. I tried to catch the LA one. I think they went to UCLA. Tried to catch that one, but I couldn't make it. But I was still able to be at 90% of her meets. And one thing my daughter will say to you now, my mama was always at home. Yes, I was. I sure was. And so then we have Pandora, there your boy. You asked about it yesterday. That is the baby. Y'all, can y'all believe that's the baby? He is the baby of the bunch. He is now 19, as you can see. We got any Aggies in the house. He plays for North Carolina Agriculture and Technical State University. So that's an Aggie pride. So we love it. I have not missed a game. Y'all listen. I have not missed a game. He is going into his sophomore year, but being a entrepreneur has allowed me to be both present and available for both of my children. And so they have seen this entire journey, and that's what means the most to me. That right there is my why. But you know what? It did not start right there. How many of you all know it did not start right there? I started on this journey in 2012, and I was writing business plans. I was writing, oh my God, it drove me crazy, y'all. I cannot, that's a whole nother story for another day. And then I started working for a company in Maryland. So I think I saw somebody in the DMV, but I started working for a company in Maryland, and I was teaching them how to host webinars and make six figures in their business. But I wasn't making six figures in my business. So the way my level of integrity is set up, I was like, oh no, we can't do this. We can't do this. So you know what they did? They challenged us to do 8 webinars. Somebody type 8 in the chat. They challenge, and if you are anything like me, what you're not going to do is tell me what I can't do. Let me say that one more time. What you're not going to do is tell me what I can't do. So we said, bet, we're going to do 8 webinars. We did one on a Sunday, one on a Tuesday. We might have did the next week on a Monday, so forth and so on. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I made $15,000 in 21 days in commission. Type commission. Commission. Now, what if I was selling my own product? So that might have been 40% of what the total investment was for the person that actually purchased. That, my friends, is when I realized, oh, hold up, wait, we might be on to something. This whole webinar thing might actually work. So you know what I did? I created a webinar challenge. Now, are we in a judgment-free zone for a little bit? Are we in a judgment-free zone? Okay. So because we are in a judgment-free zone, I want y'all to know this is my real page. Like this page right here is from like way back when. So this is a real WordPress page. Don't y'all judge me. There was my colors. That was real. Okay. So I created the webinar challenge. It was a 5-day challenge. And on the last day, we actually did a webinar. I had a program called the Webinar Success Blueprint. I charged $697 for that program. And if you wanted to upgrade, it was $14.97. So what do we do? Our very first launch in 2018, we made $10,000. But it just wasn't $10,000. I was actually hanging out with my aunt. And I think Terry, you were in Richmond. This is back when we used to have like a Friday night, in the summertime. And I don't know if it was the Temptations, the Four Tops, somebody was performing. And so let me tell you, I had less than $20 in my pocket. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was broken in a joke. I couldn't even buy a glass of wine. But anybody know about PayPal? Has anybody heard about notification of payment received? Can we say notification of payment received? Let me tell y'all something. Dr. Rhonda, I did the same thing. I said, let me tell y'all something. I said, and literally, it was the last day of the launch. It was the 20th of the month. I will never forget the day of the month. You know why? Because right around 6 or 7 o'clock, as the sun was going down, my watch kept going off, and it said notification of payment received. Come on, Friday cheers. That's what it was. And it was a $197, a $697, and I think somebody paid $14.97. So by the end of the night, that total launch had generated over $10,000. And I said, Auntie, you want some wine, girl? You can even get more than one glass of wine, okay? Because we had just had our first 5-figure launch. And from that time, what do they say? Rinse and repeat, right? And that's exactly what we did. We rinse and repeat. And so within 6 months later, if it had been even 6 months later, it might not even been that long. It might have been 3 months later that we did it again. So we did the web. And let me say this. This one no ads. Well, no ads. I didn't even know how to run ads like talking about back then. So then we did it again. Can somebody say rinse and repeat? Because y'all gonna teach y'all this consistency. We did it again. Okay. This time, we ended up doing $24,000. And I actually had a little attitude. Y'all want to know why I had a little attitude? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because when I started in business, they said $8,033 a month is how much? Y'all do the math. Or 25,000 every quarter is how much? Oh, okay. So I missed it by $1,000. So I had just a little bit of a tube, right? But it was all right. So the next time we did it again. And we layered it with a speaking opportunities. How many speakers in the house? Any speakers in the house? Come on. What if you can layer your next launch with a speaking opportunity and it'll generate $35,000 in your bank account? Right? Would y'all, that be all right with you? Dr. Rhonda said it'd be all right with me. Let's go. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right people, right? And that's literally what we ended up doing. And so in less than 7 months, 2018, we ended up generating over $69,000 in business. And that's when I realized that we had figured out a system. We figured out a system and business, and it was all from one program. One program will change your life if you let it. How many of you have a signature offer? I want you to comment in the chat if you have a signature offer, right? If you are still putting together your signature offer, it's all good. Just say working on it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Say, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, DeKesha. Ain't nothing wrong if you're working on it, right? All right. Dr. Rhonda said, I'm working on it. It's nothing wrong with working on it. And so in a little bit, we're going to get into the numbers. We're going to get into the numbers piece, okay? But as soon as you get that signature offer in place, that one program will literally change your life if you let it. All right, so we're going to do our very first breakout session. All right, so this is another reason why if you can play full out, we want you to play full out. Welcome in. If you are just joining in, do me a favor and let us know where you are tuning in from, and then put in the chat what it is that you do for a living. Again, I like to make sure that I am talking to those that are in the room. We did have a couple of people that did the VIP offer. They will get the replay, a special gift, and an opportunity for a hot seat. So I will double check to make sure that our VIPs are here in the room. I know Nicole is one. Hey, Margaret, I didn't even see you sneak in. I know I'm supposed to be focusing. Sorry. Then we had, I gotta find the name. Is Brenda here? I think Brenda said she's coming on day 2. And let's see. Lisa Mentor. Is Lisa here? Lisa said she was gonna run a little late. I think she texted us. All right, so Nicole is the only one that's here right now. All right, so let me give you instructions for your breakout session. All right, so we got we're gonna try to do it as even as possible. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. All right, so here are your instructions for your breakout session. All right. Let's see. Here's how it's going to work. When you get in your breakout room, here are the 4 questions that you're going to answer. Who are you? What do you do? What are you looking to get out of this event, and why? And then, so it's 3 questions. Who are you? What do you do? What are you looking to get out of the event, and why? And you'll have 3 minutes per person to share, okay? So don't worry about the questions. You got to write them down, but you do want one person that's in the room that is keeping the timer. We will post the questions in like at the top of your screen so that you'll know what the questions are. All right, all clear? All hearts and mind clear and ready to connect? I love it. I'm trying to tell y'all better get ready because we're gonna have a good time. All right, so we're gonna do. Let's see. I don't know, Toya, you got it. You want me to do it? I see you there somewhere.
I got it.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, so Latoya's gonna set us up And I should have made everybody a co-host that we don't want to go in the room, Toya.
All right,
Dennis, while
ladies.
Latoya is doing the room, can you drop the link for anyone that is interested in still doing a VIP? Like I said, the VIP will get the recording. The VIP will get an opportunity to do a hot seat, and then we have a special guest for our VIP as well. Someone did ask about that, so Dennis has the link that Dennis can share for anyone that still is interested in that. And I was checking to make sure that my second screen was included as a co-host, so she won't put me in there.
Yep, so we're ready to go with the breakout rooms. How long are we doing the rooms for, DeKesha?
3 minutes per person. So
there's about 4 people to each room. We have one room with 3. Hold on, let me recreate them because we have somebody that just joined. Let me do it again.
all right, and so
Okay, yeah, so we have about 4 people in each room.
All right, so it's gonna be 12 minutes total, 3 minutes per person. That's perfect. And I will
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open the rooms. When you're down to about, we'll do some time checks, and you'll see it flash across your screen to let you know how much time you have so that you can start wrapping it up to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to share. And then before we close the room, it will give you a 1-minute timer, so that way you can wrap up who's ever sharing at that time. Okay, any questions before we get started? All right, we'll see you all in a few moments.
there we go. Oh, Lenore might have. Oh, I was gonna say she might have walked away. All right, so Christy is the only one.
Are you there, Christy? Christy.
Christy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Christy.
Yeah. I'm a senior officer here. No, you don't.
Do you see a button to join your room, Christy?
As a rookie, I could get me 5 years.
Should be on your screen.
Yeah.
We can push her. I mean, not like push her, but we can put her in the room.
All of us, but especially.
Was she assigned?
It doesn't show that she's assigned to one.
Oh, there she is. She's assigned. I'm gonna move her to. Oh no, she has to join. I thought we could push her in there. Nope, she's gotta join.
He does not
Hold on.
the exact same way. Are you saying that you've never said that?
Let's see. I'm trying to see where I can put her in a room. It's not giving me an option that I can see. One moment, Christy. It says, oh, let's see. I see it now. Let's see. I'm going to put you in room 1.
One, two, three, 4. And now we can move her to the other room. Because it's 5 in there. Oh.
It's still saying not joined, so there's something.
Yes, she's got to do it on her part.
Some technology. Okay, Christy, I see you back. Let's see. What happened when you clicked on the button, Christy? So she's in room 2. Can you hear me, Christy? Well, now she's gone.
Oh. Oh, she didn't even go in the room.
You good, Dennis?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
Somebody just registered.
Just now?
Yeah, and I know she didn't. I know she didn't get the link. I
What
can
were the
see.
questions again so I can broadcast them?
I did. I did for
Oh, you already did?
I did while you were working with
Okay, good.
um, yeah, I just so happened to see the registration, and I know that the way that the sequence is, she's not going to get the link, so I just sent it to her.
Okay.
And Lenore said, "I'm not going to be able to turn my camera on. I'm with my mom." I said, "I'll give you a pass." I know she wanted to be there. I'm just kind of oh oh man, I didn't mess the
What?
time up. Sorry, I took a minute off. Hey, I gotta go. I gotta see who in Orlando because I'm gonna be in Orlando in a couple of weeks.
I tagged a few people. I have some more that I can tag.
I'm like, let me see who I can connect with in Orlando. Um. Oh, Dennis, can you take everybody's name that actually showed up tonight and then put it in a spreadsheet for me, please? And then that way tomorrow we can track who attended tomorrow. So day 1 names, day 2 names. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of that. So, people who joined for the first 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour,
Oh, you're
90
showing
minutes.
off.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
you'll
go
get the
ahead.
gist.
Let's go.
Dennis is showing off. Let me find out. No, that's good though. Because then that way we can give it to Debbie and she can move there in the pipeline. She can move them over from registered to showed up. Dennis said, I got it about an hour, half hour. My bad.
I love it, Dennis.
I just sharpened my skill for Excel, so just wanted to.
I know, right?
Oops. Oh. I might start dancing over here.
Turn the music back on.
I did. Can you hear it?
Uh-uh.
Really?
I can't hear it. You hear it, Dennis?
No, nothing.
Yeah. Must be that fabulous noise cancellation microphone you have.
Seriously? I can't even find everything. I'm trying to look at something. Oh, hold on. So y'all can't, did
Now
y'all
I
hear
have.
it
I hear it
earlier?
now. I hear it. Yeah, I did hear it earlier. So we have somebody. Is that the lady that just joined?
That's Cynthia.
Is that her that just registered?
No. She can go in room 2 though.
Okay.
Hey, Cynthia.
Hey.
So Cynthia, we're currently in breakout rooms doing assignments. So we're going to add you to one of the rooms. And DeKesha, can you let her know like what the questions are? Because I don't have them in front of me.
No problem. Who you are, what do you do, and what are you looking to get out of today's session and why?
All right. So that's what they're sharing in the breakout
Okay,
rooms.
cool. Because I just posted that in your group thing where you ask those questions.
Hey, good
Good, good.
job.
You came ready, Cynthia, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
I
All
love
right,
it.
we're gonna go ahead and add you to the room. Oh shoot, I added her to the wrong room.
Yeah,
I need to add. You said room 2.
because they got 5 people now.
I know. I, I know. I heard what you said, but my fingers was doing something different. So yeah, I just tried to move her.
Huh?
I tried to move her, but oh shoot, I still moved. Oh Lord.
Friend, you all right? All right, she gone from.
Okay, there she go. Now she's in room 2.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Miss Cynthia.
I told y'all I'm gonna start dancing in here, y'all.
I see you got your lipstick on, ma'am.
Hey,
Cute.
my friend helped me pick it out.
Yeah, she has great taste.
And do. Oh wait, look, I gotta make sure the music. I'm gonna be the DJ. When I think about you. Four
Hey,
minutes.
G,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question real quick. This came up when I had my call with Tabitha today. She was asking about the A2P.
Yes.
So once she gets her information in there, do we have to do anything separately for
Yes.
the
Yep.
A2P, or does it happen automatically?
No, I have a whole video on how to get them A2P certified. It's a whole
Okay.
process.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole process. No, not a cigarette. Linda Barnes. 1 minute and 48 seconds.
Who was iPhone, DeKesha?
Nicole Austin. She's a
Okay.
VIP. Wow, she good? I might be able to change her name when she come back in.
Yeah. That'd be great. Okay, sling the hair. You talking about Dennis showing out, you showing out.
I might have to go to the gym every day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me, y'all. Dennis, I don't act like this all the time. I forgot Dennis was on here.
I can say yes, you do.
Dennis, don't act like this all the time. This time I'm gonna be in Cabo, y'all.
I know. I'm excited for you.
Me too, Chad. All right, alarm just went off.
Okay. Close our rooms.
They be like, "What is DeKesha?" She was having a party while y'all was networking. I think we cut their conversation short.
They came back pretty fast, so I'm assuming they were done. 4
Yeah,
still wrapping up since they haven't come back at 4 and 5.
Well, they see the time, 20 seconds. It's funny, I got all these so Dennis. Is Kathy Weidman on tonight? Are they still in the rooms? I don't see Kathy Weidman.
No, she's not here.
All right, Kathy Weidman and Lisa Mentor is not on yet. Did I see Lisa join? I don't think I saw Lisa join yet. Oh, why it look like the room's still open? Okay, they done. Oh, everybody back. Hey! Oh, I was looking over here on this side thinking that y'all was still in the room. Did y'all enjoy that? Did you get to meet somebody new? All right, anybody? I'll take 2 or 3 people who wants to share. Who did you meet, and then what are you yourself looking to get out of the next 2 days? So we'll spend a few minutes. Just raise your hand. There's a little thing to raise your hand. Hey, Miss Moon, I'm so glad you enjoy. For those of you all that want to share who you met or what is it that you want looking to get out of the next 2 days. You can come off mute, raise your hand.
I can't find the little hand raise thing.
Oh, that's all right. You off mute. I can see you.
This is Tia. I met Nisha, Mary, and one other lady. Please forgive me. I can't remember her name. But we all talked about our why. And my why is to create 10K a month with my within my business. And I am a therapist, consultant, full-time entrepreneur, coach, do all the things. And so trying to generate that 10K income with my business partners so that I'm not like wondering if it's going to happen, but having that consistent link where I know it's going to happen, as well as to finalize my signature program, and really utilize the digital world, so that I'm not having to be present for all of the things that I can offer. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You are in the right place. We're getting ready to start some content. Miss Vandora.
Hello, everybody. I met 3 amazing women. I met Miss Moon, and I met Pastor Cassie, and Brandy, who is with Honeybee and Co. Um, these women are currently working on their business, and we're all here to get strategies, tools, techniques, and ideas on how to gain new clients and to keep them, so that we monetize our business and we can actually leave our full-time jobs.
Ooh, no pressure. No pressure.
None.
I love it.
We want it all.
I love it. And Vandora is an OG. So when you hear me talk about 2018, 2019, Vandora was a part of the original coaching program back in 2019, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Because were you in the room? You were in the room for one of
I was in the room.
Yeah. So she is. So we welcome you back. I was so excited when she was on the call. So she was one of the original coaching program clients. So much love. Glad to have you back here. And one more person want to share before we get kicked off with the GPS. Don't be shy, y'all.
Yes.
Come on, Dr. Rhonda. All right,
Yes.
so Dr. Latasha, then Dr. Rhonda.
Okay. Yes, this is Dr. Latasha. I was in the room with some beautiful women, Jessica, Tam, and Sika. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correct. And we all are in a season of growth, and we are ready to take our business to the next level. We all have built a solid foundation, and we are excited to be in a community of like-minded professionals who also committed to building impactful and a profitable business.
Now, did y'all playing that? Because that was very eloquently stated.
No.
Y'all sound like y'all came together and said, okay, I speak for the group.
No, but when we all spoke, we all were saying the same thing. So, yes.
That was good. That
Thank
was really,
you.
really good. Lord, I know that I will, and I hope I will deliver for y'all, okay? For the next 2 days. I love it. All right, and I think Dr. Rhonda, you wanted to share as well.
Well, I'm going to try, but I'm going to take what Latasha said. Same thing, so you can say we worked that together. But it was me, iPhone, and Tiffany. I forgot Miss iPhone. What was your name?
That is Nicole. I believe Nicole is iPhone.
Okay, so okay, so we just went in and we all have an idea of what is our next steps to make that 10K. But then you brought somebody else in our room, Miss Cynthia Green, and I know Cynthia Green. She's like, Rhonda, yeah. So it was good to see somebody in there that I actually know, but it was amazing to hear everybody plan and their purpose.
I love it. And Dr. Cynthia, look, I didn't put doctor on you. They put doctor on me last time. I put doctor on you, Cynthia. Cynthia is an OG as well. And I love when she comes to support, because Cynthia was one of the first businesses. When I tell you, I used to go and I used to teach for 3 hours and teach them how to build a business with webinars, generating 6 figures in a business. I wasn't generating 6 figures. Cynthia's business was one of those businesses that I was teaching, her and her husband. So I've seen her brand from the very, very beginning. And look at her. She's still showing up to support me. I appreciate you. I'm always going to give you flowers. All right, so y'all, we're going to go ahead and kick it in. I do have one question. How many folks in the room are already generating 10K? Because I need to know if I'm talking, when I talk to you, when I teach tonight, I want to make sure that I keep you in the loop too. I know we got a few in here, but anyone already generating over $10,000, type me in the chat. I'm trying to use numbers. Anyone else? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. I just want to make sure. So everybody in the room is making less than 10K? Yes, a month, per month. You are already generating 10K months. Yes, 10K months. Not now that I put some things down. Dr. Latasha said, am I actually? Yes, per month. So 10K months. That's what I'm looking for. I just need to know so I can know as I'm teaching. I want to make sure if anyone is already generating over 10K that I incorporate you too, because even though you're generating, if you are generating 6 figures in your business, most of the time their next goal is $500,000, between $300,000 and $500,000, right? So I want to make sure that I incorporate them as well. And this is why I'm asking, all right? Because I don't want to leave nobody out. So, and again, I did get a chance to have a conversation with some of you in the pre-workshop call. Now, there was 2 things that I asked on the pre-workshop call. Dennis, this one's for you. Number 1 was to come play full out with your cameras on. I do understand that situations arise where you may not be able to have your camera on. I get it. Some of you I've talked to. The second thing was to schedule a feedback call. Listen, this here training is free. I'm giving up my time and my talent. I done opened up my calendar on Saturday, not Saturday, Saturday for the feedback call. So Dennis, if you can put the link for the feedback call now. Some of you all still have a pre-workshop call. I'm gonna go ahead and honor that call because my calendar is booked tomorrow, and I don't even know that I see them in the room. Darlene, Val, Brenda, and Kathy. I don't know that they are in the room. But if you're here and you do not have a feedback call with me, use that link, schedule a feedback call, honor the call, please. I ain't charge you nothing. Honor the call. All right? That's all I'm asking. And we have a little bit, I think probably at this point, Friday is full. I think Saturday morning and then Monday is going to be the best bet. Is for our feedback call. All right. So now that we got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and kick this party into motion. We're going to talk about what you need in order to have a 6-figure or multiple 6-figure business. If you're ready, type ready in the chat. I'm just getting my screen ready so I can share with you all. Ready, type right in the chat. All right, here we go. Let's go. And I know a little bit about most of you guys' businesses, so I'll probably be talking to you about it as well. And then before we end, I am going to, I think Nicole was on, so we'll try to get Nicole's hot seat in before we log off. We got another VIP as well. So I will try to get, okay, I'll try to get these, at least 2 of the hot seats in tonight. All right, so am I sharing my screen? No, I am not. Or am I? Yes, I am. Okay, like I got a lot of things going on. All right, so what do you need to run a multiple 6-figure business? Listen, I call it the GPS, right? And typically you associate GPS with when we get in our car, we're going from one location to another location. You have the address of your current location 9 times out of 10, you have the address of where you're going, right? Sometimes if you're anything like me, you'd be like, I remember it was a red building on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. Let me tell you something. We can't play those games when it comes to business. We cannot play those games. We have to have very distinctive vision. Most of you all said, listen, I'm ready to either A, leave my job. I'm ready to have some consistent revenue in my business. And I am ready to pursue the dream that I have set for myself. So, destination. Now, here's what I want you to do. And I want you to type your revenue goal in the chat. It could be more than $100,000. Some of y'all might want $200,000. Some of you might want $500,000. I want you to put your monthly revenue goal in the chat, right? Number one, that's your financial destination. But when you think about vision, I want you to ask yourself, what does that business look like to you? What does that business look like to you? Does that business have a team? Does that business allow you to do live events? What does that look like for you? I want you to think about that. And I want you to write that down in your notes, because that's going to be very important when you take in consideration what you're building, because that's really what you're building. You're building your own business. All right, so we got 10K, 10 to 15K, 20K, 25. I love it. 10K, 20K, 20K, and 10K. Very doable goals. Very doable goals. All right. Here's what you need though, in order to get to that goal. You have to have a very, very clear route, and that's strategy. I can probably speak to most of the people in here. You have an idea of where you want to go. You have an idea of what you should be doing, but sometimes you question how to go about it. Is that anybody? I'm just guessing. You're like, all right, I know I should be doing social media. I know I should be marketing, but should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? I don't really know. And because you are on this journey by yourself, or because you haven't surrounded yourself with people who've done what it is that you want to do, you are out here on an island. Do you feel like you're on an island sometimes? Entrepreneurship can get lonely sometimes. I'm just saying, right? And so that's why the clear route is so important. If you do this, and I ain't gonna even mess with Margaret tonight, because I already got A, B, C, and D for Margaret. I talked to Margaret before. I actually bought Margaret's program. And then here's the best part. You have to be able to adjust for detours. I know I talked to Brandy. Brandy had to pivot, right? Sometimes we got to be ready to pivot. Sometimes that starts here. The pivot starts here, because a lot of times we can second guess, are people going to buy from me? Well, what makes me so special? Or I'm just starting on this journey. I can't charge platinum prices or premium prices. Why not? Why not? I can guarantee you, majority of you in this room probably have some letters in front of your name, some letters behind your name. You got some certificates that you didn't completed, some degrees, multiple degrees that you completed. 9 times out of 10, some of y'all that's still on them jobs been there for 10, 15, 20, if not 30 years. Most of the experience that you take from your job, you're going to end up using it in your business, right? So be ready to make the detours. Sometimes those detours are physical pivots. Sometimes it's a mental shift. And I love it. Tia says, I have a great support network, which is awesome, but you just need to move, right? You just need some fire to get you moving. I love it. So without a plan, what happens? We get lost. So this is where I want you to map out, what is it going to take for you to hit that goal. Because we have to have, right, navigation. We got to have a navigation. So everybody put their goal, but what are you charging? So for those that have a signature offer, drop the price of your signature offer in the chat. How much are you charging? How much are you charging? This might be an aha moment for some of y'all. Might be an aha moment for some of y'all. So drop the price of your signature offer. And if you don't have it, just put a question mark so we know that you don't, because I know some of y'all said, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. There we go. That's all right. I'm still working on it. I love it. Okay, so $7.49. I saw $2.49, $9.97. We got a couple of people that's still working on it. I believe Jessica Bolton. Welcome back. I feel like you've been here before. Welcome back. Essence to Impact 101 program. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of math. Can we do a little bit of math? Of course, I love math. Of course, I do. Finance major. So I saw somebody with a 997. I think that was Lenore and Tiffany. All right. So if Lenore wants to make $10,000, Tiffany wants to make $10,000, their offer is $997. How many sales or how many units do they need in order to generate $10,000 a month? I mean, $10,000 a month, sorry. Yep. Ms. Moon got it. So Margaret had a 297. I think it was a 297, or was it 247? Let me see. 249. 249. Oh, look at that. 250 is on the screen. How about that? So, Margaret, how many sales do you need in order to generate 10K? Yeah. 40. And how many are you averaging a month right now? Do you know? So as you guys are figuring out how many units, I want you to drop it in the chat. Because this is what, okay, all right. Don't answer me. Don't answer me. This is a safe space. You should see me. Look, I asked them not to judge me this morning. So as you guys are figuring out your number, I want you to drop it in the chat. And the reason being is because I literally want you to put it on a sticky note if you have it, and I want you to put it in front of you. All right. I don't know about you, but I like to see my goals. I got goals on the wall. Like over here, this notepad actually says, what am I doing to make money today? That's what this says. What am I doing to make money today? And I stick it right here. All right. So I want you to write your goal and your units. If you can put it on a sticky note, put it right there on your desk. I want you to be able to see it every day, because this is what you should be working towards every single day. Now, here are the 3 things. If any of these things can relate to you, I want you to, put it in the chat. All right. These are 3 of the biggest revenue killers for entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter what level you are at. These are the 3 biggest revenue killers. Number 1 is underpricing your product. Underpricing your product. And I said this a little bit earlier, a few minutes ago, actually, because we feel that, oh, I'm just, I'm new in this space, that, I can't charge a certain amount. Hold on. Let me share. Looks like it changed. I can't charge a certain amount because I'm just starting. So then we have a tendency to charge a lower amount, thinking that we're going to get more clients. And it just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So underpricing ourselves. You have to price on what the value is. And I want you to write this down. People will pay where they see value. Write that down. People will pay where they see value. So the next piece is You don't have anyone to sell to. You have this signature program. You create it. Sometimes we have the tendency to go out here and create the whole course and don't have no one to sell it to. Why? Because we don't have an audience. We're not doing the things to get our products and our services in front of the people who have the problem that we solve. That's a marketing problem. If that is you, you have a marketing problem. Got it? That means that you need to have consistent lead generation systems and strategies in place in your business. Systems, the lack of systems. Systems could be a sales system. Systems could be lead generation system. Systems can be a marketing system. What are you doing consistently in your business to ask for the sale? And we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you examples of what you could be doing in order to consistently generate sales in your business. Is that fair enough? All right. So have we identified where we're struggling at? I see a couple of people say, "Yep, that's me." So you've done the reverse engineering. So one thing that I have realized over the last 9 years is the skies, the moon, and the stars have to align. No, they seriously do. It just so happens to be that it has to be the offer. You have to have the right offer for the right audience. A lot of times we create what we think they want, not what they need. Has anybody ever experienced that? Let me create what I think they want, but not really what they need. Okay. And then it has to be priced based on your audience. Your audience will pay where they see value. But are you dealing with a six-figure earner? Are you dealing with a multiple six-figure earner? Are you dealing with someone who doesn't even have an EIN number? Who is your audience? You have to know your audience. If it's someone who does not have an EIN number, are they going to be ready to pay $15,000? You got to ask yourself. You have to know your audience. And then you have to have an audience. How many of you utilize social media consistently in your business? Anybody? See, what had happened was, right? And I love it. So, okay, so we're using social media consistently. All right, so Latasha, Terry, Margaret. So it sounds like it still could be a disconnect if you're not getting the results that you desire in your business and you deserve. All right. So offer, we talked about the offer. We talked about how to price that offer. And then making sure that you have an audience. Margaret has an audience. She says she's on social media. She has an audience, right? When you put all those things together, you generate sales, right? But they all have to make sense. And then you have to do these things in order and follow these steps in order. If you skip a step, so a lot of people try to go out and create this offer and then just pitch it to the world, but you ain't built the relationship. You just post it on social media and saying, buy my stuff. And then you go back to your coach and be like, they not buying my stuff. Well, what are you doing to know, like, and trust? What are you doing to build the relationships? So we talked about pricing. There's two models. You can have a low ticket model. You can have a high ticket model. Now, everybody's definition of high ticket is different, and that's cool. So we call this the $1 million mindset. I ain't here to step on nobody's toes, but my mama say if the shoe fit, wear it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right. Here we go. So, the broke entrepreneur versus the profitable CEO mindset. And this is where I was saying, oh, I'm new to this space. They're not going to pay. So, I'm just starting out. I'll raise my prices when I get more experience. Well, what if you price your program based on the value that you provide? One of the things that we taught in the intensive this weekend, we had a couple of mastermind clients come to Richmond, Virginia this weekend. One of the things that I said to them is that you have to price based on the return on investment that they can get up to 3 years after they invest, especially if you're in the business consulting and coaching space. So if you're teaching strategy, what can they generate in the next, not 1, not 2, but 3 years? Can they 10x their investment? So you can charge up to $10,000 if they can generate up to $100,000 in the next 3 years based off of your strategy. That's the difference between the broke entrepreneur mindset and the profitable CEO, right? If you're going to charge on the higher end, you just got to position it in front of the right person. You can't be around here trying to position a $20,000 offer in front of somebody. No, man. I ain't gonna even say nothing. But they don't have no money in their Prada bag. Let me say that. I'm just saying. Can we keep it all the way real tonight? Can we keep it all the way real? I just gotta make sure I'm in the right room. I had something that I wanted you guys to write. Let me see if it's in here. I think it's right here. I want you guys to write your own permission slip. And I'm gonna paste this. Because I want you guys to give yourself permission to charge premium prices. You don't need my permission, but I want you to give yourself permission to charge premium prices. Ooh. I want you to give yourself permission to say no to clients who are not a good fit. Do y'all know how good that feels? I'm just saying. Brandy, I'm just saying, Brandy. Every client ain't a good client, Brandy. All money ain't good money, okay? I want you to give yourself permission to be successful without apologizing. I'm going to put these in the chat for you because I want you to either copy them and write them down, and I want you to read them out aloud to yourself every day. That's your permission slip. You should be able to copy them. And then the last one, I give myself permission to outgrow my old business model. So let today be the day that you shift how you operate in your business. Because the things that you have been doing up until the time you met DeKesha C. Williams will forever change your business. So give yourself permission to outgrow your old business model. Is that all right with you? Okay. Give yourself permission. So McDonald's versus Ruth Chris, you all know McDonald's got a system. You go to any McDonald's anywhere in the world, and they're gonna have that same, what you call it, assembly line is what I really call it. And if you go to Ruth Chris, it's going to be the same experience. I don't know about customer service, but typically it's the same experience. McCormick Schmidt's, wherever you go, steakhouse, same thing for those that are not in the Richmond, Virginia area or have a Ruth Chris. All right. The next thing I want to show you is the coaching ecosystem. And what people don't understand is that there is a buyer's journey. Like, you all have an offer, and I think someone said I have a lead generation problem. We're going to talk about that because you have to understand the buyer's journey. You can take a screenshot of this. But this is what I created when I first started coaching, right? So whenever I am on someone's platform, y'all, if you take a picture, get my good side. I'm just playing. just kidding. When you are looking to grow your business, it always starts with some type of lead generation tool in the beginning of the ecosystem. Or if you want to call it a funnel, it's kind of the same thing. All right. So a lead magnet, the lead magnet can be free and it should solve a problem. Some lead magnets have the upsell, downsell on the back end, right? That lead magnet can be used when you are speaking at a speaking engagement. On the back end of that lead magnet, if you're doing it correctly, you can invite them into your webinars, right? A lot of you are saying, well, I don't have leads. Well, what do we have out there generating leads for you? Therein lies the question. Now, I got some people that have a lead gen and then they don't have, you just get an offer and that's it. Then what? You don't have a system in place in order to stay in touch with the lead, right? To nurture the relationships. So then we started doing webinars. Well, on the webinar, I think I told you earlier, the price was like $697. And I'll go through in just a second, well, in a little bit, on kind of like the price points for you. So from a webinar, it's two things. You can either pitch live on the webinar or you can have a conversation, right? From that conversation, you're going to sell a high ticket program. When you pitch from the webinar, you sell a lower ticket program. Got it? That higher, well, back in the day, that program was $3,000. When you have a conversation, the conversation can be called a conversation, a discovery call, sales call. It's a conversation to me because at the end of the day, we just having a conversation about the problem that you have and whether or not DeKesha can solve it. And that's literally how I want you to look at it. Don't look at it as a sales call, because as soon as you look at it as a sales call, you freeze up and you start stumbling over your words. So it's just a conversation. What are they gonna say? Yes or no? That's it. Yes or no? So from the conversation, you're going to assess their needs or their problems, what their struggles are. And then you're going to determine, you've got a signature offer. So a lot of times we start with a signature offer. Let's just say in this example, my signature offer was a group coaching program, right? Now this was back, I don't know, 2018, 19. Now, if this person says to me, well, look, DeKesha, I'm not really good in groups. I'd rather, do a one-on-one. You know what? Guess what? It's going to be $10,000. Totally fine with me. And I've even done a VIP day, a 4-hour VIP day for $5,000 back in the day too. I haven't done one in a while. But you notice this is your clients, right? So the person that bought the coaching program, if you want to do live events or virtual events, now you got people you can invite to your event. And it's just a cycle. So sometimes we battle with a funnel because the funnel, it shows you where it goes into the funnel with lead generation and goes right back out. When in all actuality, it should show where it's recycling. Because do you know who's the best client? Anybody? I can see Vandora. I saw you, but
A repeat client.
there you go. There you go. It costs less to retain a client than it does to acquire a new client. Write that down. So especially for some of you all that might be working with clients, it's cheaper to work with a current client than it is to acquire a new client. All right, any questions about the ecosystem? Y'all quiet. All right, let's see. Where is my, so do me a favor, this part gets a little bit tricky. Don't touch your screen. This part gets really tricky Because if you touch your screen, yep, there you go. If you touch your screen, it'll draw on my whiteboard. So just for a second, do me a favor. And oh boy. It's not letting me. There we go. Delete and delete. All right. So I think I just said to you a little bit about the ecosystem and the buyer's journey. But I'm going to kind of work you through this. Hold on, y'all. Gotta get my water out the way. So we call this the buyer's journey. So I promise y'all I write better than this. Awareness. So, and you guys can come off mute and tell me what strategies are you currently using in your business?
I would say mainly social media. I'm also an author, so sometimes I host events.
That's good.
Just mainly right now those two. I'm working on a email marketing campaign. I'm working on that.
All right. What else? Is anyone else using anything else to create awareness for your brand?
Challenges in the Facebook group community.
Somebody said challenges. That's a good one. So social media, events, email marketing. Crystal, be careful. Speaking. Anyone else doing anything different?
Classes for participants.
Okay, so classes, we'll call them workshops too.
Right.
That's a good one. All right, so that's good, right? So that's awareness. Now, some of these require a CTA. Whenever you're doing anything, you should always have a CTA. I don't even care if you're doing like a video. So the CTA, what are you asking for? Name and email, right? You should be asking for the name and email if you're doing
what
an
does
event.
CTA stand for?
Great question. So whenever you, like, say for instance, you do a live video on social media, you should have a call to action. You should tell people what the next step of working with you, or what is the next step to get into your ecosystem. So it could be, if you're doing a live video, it could be a lead magnet. It could be your webinar. But you want them to opt into something where you're collecting their name and their email address. Okay. So this is the awareness. We call this consideration. So some of these activities that you guys listed are great consideration. What does consideration mean? This is an engagement mechanism that you can use to build a relationship with your audience. So a great consideration could be a workshop. This means that you're engaging with them. You could do webinars. Live events, not only are they awareness, but it's a engagement activity as well. Challenge was another one. When you do 1, 2, 3, and 4, here's what people are missing and don't understand. When you are doing a consideration or an engagement event, you should always sell something. You should always be selling something. Always, and I said it the right way, always be selling. So now these can actually be considered as a conversion. Awareness, consideration, and conversion. Got it? Awareness, consideration, and conversion. So each one of these, not only are you building your database and building your email list, you're actually utilizing it as a way to generate sales. Is this making sense? Yes or yes? Does that make sense? Can you see where you might be missing the opportunity in your business? Excellent. Excellent. Now, here's the question that a lot of people have, because we talked about several different several different conversion methods. So let's just say you have a webinar. How many of you have done webinar before? Type me in the chat. Tried it and be like, oh my God, it don't work for me. How many of y'all said that? I tried it, it don't work for me. I'm sorry. I love it. Right? Me but free. Good question. I mean, I'm glad you said that, Pastor Cassandra. All right, so here's the thing, right? So we got a free webinar and we got a paid webinar. So be careful if you are touching your screen or like trying to go on mute or something like that, because it will draw on the whiteboard. So I suggest free if you do not have an audience and you're building your ecosystem. It is a what's the words that I want to use? There is a lower barrier to entry. There's a lower barrier to entry. When you do a paid, whether it's 27 or 47, you get a more qualified lead, but you can guarantee that you'll get a lower registration rate as well, okay? So you can't expect the same person that has a free webinar, you can't expect to get the same results as someone that is doing a paid webinar. So free, lower barrier to entry. Free, when you put a price on it, we call that gated. So now you're putting a barrier up right there. Your webinar, and most webinars are anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes. 45 to 60 minutes. Right? Now, who's done a workshop or a challenge? You done a workshop or a challenge? Anyone?
What's a challenge? I've done a workshop. What's a challenge?
So a challenge is, a lot of people do like a 3-day or a 5-day challenge. So it's many training sessions over a period of time. Right? So day 1 is a mini training, you have an assignment. Day 2, and we'll talk about a little bit more of that tomorrow. But a challenge is a set of days, and you have a mini training with a set of activities that go along with them. And so here's the difference between the workshop and challenge. When you are when you're hosting a workshop, you can sell $9.97. I get, depending on how comfortable and confident you are, I say you can sell up to $19.97. Now, people with larger audiences that are accustomed to them selling from that platform can sell $10,000 from a webinar, from a 3 or 4 hour webinar. Mind you, I said 3 to 4 hour webinar. Okay. Now, the workshop, you got day 1 or challenge, you got day 2, you got day 3, right? It might be 2 hours long, 2 hours long, 2 hours long. That's 6 hours. That's 6 hours. I'm showing you this because the longer you spend time with people, the more you can charge. You see that? So if you spend 3 days with people, you can charge anywhere from $2,000, or you can pitch anywhere from $2,000 to $40,000 or above. But here is, and I want you to, I'm telling you this so you can kind of see where you are in this piece. If you are struggling to sell from your webinar, if you're struggling to sell from your workshop, your audience needs to have 7 hours of consumption. Oops. So I think somebody said they do a lot of social media. So a lot of times, well, let me ask this first, because there was a lot of ones. How many of you went and looked me up and went and found my social media? Anybody? I can't see everybody's hand, so you might have to drop it in the chat. Did anybody go look me up? Dr. Rhonda said me. Anybody else? Dr. Rhonda, where'd you go look? Terry said, yep.
Well, you popped up on a page when I realized you were my friend on social media. So I was like, okay, let me click and see what she's talking about. And so that's how I got here.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I appreciate the honesty. Terry, we're connected on LinkedIn. Yep. Pastor Cassandra, you came as a referral from TikTok. I've been on TikTok for like 3 years, maybe. And did anyone else look me up? Some of you all I know, but not everybody. Everybody I don't know. And if you can remember, even the first time that we met, like even if this is like your second or your second time coming to the workshop, the first time that you came across, did you go and look me up? Tell the truth. And I'm telling you this to prove a point, right? Dr. Rhonda said, okay, well, I've seen her ad or whatever. Let me go see who this chick is. Somebody talked to me and told me ChatGPT gave them the link to my that was you. Was that you, Dr. Rhonda?
That was me. And then I went and saw you came up, and so you in ChatGPT and on social media at around about the same time. So I said, okay, let me check out ChatGPT talking about her, and put her up there with so many other, 2 other persons.
Perry Marshall and Russell Bronson.
Yeah,
Dr. Rhonda.
And I read it to her, and I was like, girl, they say you important.
I was like, I know it was somebody. I couldn't remember. I didn't even realize it was you. Yep, I remember having that call. So yeah, that's crazy, right? So, but what I'm saying is, when you start getting visible online, people are going to start researching you. They're going to want to see if you're genuine, if you've been in this space for a while. Like, did you pop up in the middle of the pandemic? So do you have 7 hours of content consumption that they can go and watch? I've got videos on YouTube. I've got content on my Facebook business page. I have content on LinkedIn. They need 7 hours of consumption and 11 touch points. That might mean email, right? Up here. That might mean they need to see you on social media. They might need to come to a live event or a virtual event. They might get an email, a text message. They might see you on somebody else's stage. Is this making sense? Yes or yes? They need 7 hours of consumption, 11 touch points. And guess what? On 4 different platforms. They want to see you consistent on 4 different platforms. That's what builds the trust, the know, like, and trust. I had one of my mastermind members, we were at the intensive. She opened up her phone. She said, goodness, every time I open my phone, all I see is DeKesha. I said, it's called omnipresence. That means that I am on every platform. If she go on LinkedIn, she gonna see me. If she goes, but that's because I am consistent with showing up and creating the visibility for the brand. Now the brand is doing the work for me. I don't have to work as hard. The referrals are coming in. I don't have to work as hard. So I say that to say, listen, awareness, consideration, and conversion. There's a buyer's journey that you have to take your prospects through before they will say yes to you. I do see you on LinkedIn, and I appreciate you commenting on my stuff. All right. And then there's different types of ways where you can ask for the sale. So you have webinars, you have workshops, you have challenges. We had so many different price points. The $9.97s, you can get away with doing a webinar for $9.97. You don't have to do a 2-3 day workshop for a $9.97 offer. I think somebody had a 5K. You might want to do more than a webinar, or you might want to have a longer webinar because you need to spend time with them. You got to show them the value. Is this helping you guys? How many of you have had a problem getting people to show up to your workshops or your webinars? Y'all want me to show you like an inside training that I show all my all my mastermind people? I'll do it real quick because it's 7:37. And I don't know if Nicole is still here. So I wanted to get to at least 2 of the hot seats this evening. Do y'all mind if I show it to you real quick? Never, because it's free. All right, well, I got some for you. Oh, and well, we'll probably talk a little bit about that tomorrow. If they're not showing up after I show you this technique, if they don't show up after this, it's definitely the messaging. And that's one of the things that we help with in our mastermind as well. So let's just say, all right, so we want 120 leads, right? I think I told you guys I'll show you how to generate 120 leads. All right, so somebody said they had a Facebook group. I'm going to use even numbers for the sake of math purposes. All right. So Facebook group. If you have a Facebook group, one of the things that I do is I create an event in my Facebook group. Every single time we do a workshop, a webinar, I don't really care what it is. My team is always going to set up a Facebook event in my Facebook group. Now, let's just say I get 20 people from there. It may or may not be 20 people, but I'm just going to say, for the sake of, can y'all see this? It don't look like it's moving.
It's moving. You just shrunk it and made it big again.
Oh, okay. So you can see it, right? Because it ain't moving on my screen over here. Okay. Okay, good. All right. So what if we get 20 people from Facebook group? Now, I have an email list. So I'm going to send out an email. I might get 10 people from email. But baby, when we send out this SMS, oh, I should have made it even, but right, we're gonna get 15 immediately. I'm just throwing out some numbers out here. So what is that? 45? That's 45. What else can we do? LinkedIn. Who got a LinkedIn invite from me? I don't know if Lenora's still here. She did. Yep. Lenora got a LinkedIn. She said, yeah, I'm here. So now that's 65, right? So that's 65. I did the right math right, y'all. That's one webinar. 65 people registered. I ain't even running no ads yet. This is all organic marketing. And what if you do that 2 times a month? How much is that? 130? Is that 130? 65, 65? Yeah. So do you see how I was able to do that? And I haven't even used all the different marketing strategies. That's just organic. But again, you're going to get those by people being engaging in your content. You got to show up. Oh, did I do that? I don't know if I did that. You have to oh, okay. You have to create content that is engaging. That is one of the most important things. Like, you have to create content. And I know a lot of people don't like to be on social media. I know you don't like videos. I know you don't like shorts. I know you don't like reels, but guess what? It's a part of doing business. It's a part of marketing. It's a part of marketing. What questions? Does anyone have any questions about this?
I do.
I hear the voice.
This
Go
is
for it.
Margaret.
Oh, I was like, I hear the voice. Yes, ma'am.
How in the world do you find time to be on 4 platforms? I'm struggling with just Facebook. Okay.
It was the for me. So that was a great question. And let me see. I forgot how to turn the daggone thing off. Whiteboard. Whiteboard. Anyway, I'll figure it out.
It's at the top, isn't it?
It was. I forgot. Oh, there you go. I'm like, I know it's somewhere. Look, I know it's somewhere over there. But no, that was actually a very, very, very great question, Margaret. And that is one of the tools that I use. So StreamYard does have a free version to it. But I use the upgraded platform so I can stream or multicast to 3 platforms simultaneously. So when I do my videos, I actually I do my personal page. I had to think about it. I do my personal page. I do LinkedIn, and then I do YouTube, Margaret. And then, so I don't have to upgrade to the next level. Let me tell you what I do. Y'all ready? Well, here you go. I take that same recording and I restream it to 3 different platforms. Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on, Cynthia. Tell them the secret. What? You think I'm gonna pay like a whole $90? No, I'm gonna do one live, and I'm gonna tell you, I made the commitment, Margaret, and this is everybody. I made the commitment to do a live every month. Man, I got so much content in StreamYard. You know, I repurpose all that stuff. I probably go around, turn around, and do it again.
What is StreamYard?
So StreamYard is a platform where you can do live video. I've got a client that's actually using it for webinars right now. I'm going to give y'all a link if you want to try it out. Yes, I am. It is a referral link. So yes, if you do sign up, I will get credit. Yes, if you don't have referral links, you need to get some in your business too. And or you can
don't a lot of people use it for their interviews when they're interviewing people to go live?
Yeah,
podcast.
Sure do. And so when I did live podcasts, I would use it for podcast episodes too. And I had like my company, I had my graphics team to do a banner. I couldn't get the word out to save my life. A pretty banner for the podcast, and it had, profit producers with a call to action at the bottom of the banner. But that's literally what it is. Like, you can go in there, you can pre-record content. and then stream it later. Like, you don't have to necessarily go live. They have a studio where you can go in there and pre-record content. But yeah, so it is like Zoom, but it's not interactive. So it's just you, and then whoever you give a link to, they can come in and be a guest. But I'll just turn on the camera and I go live. And I'll broadcast to my personal page. I'll broadcast to my YouTube. And so that's how the content ends up on multiple pages. That's how I end up on different platforms. And if I have like 30-second clips or 60-second clips, we have a software internally in the company called the YOC system. And so we can take one post and post that post to multiple platforms. So if it's a reel, it'll go to YouTube, it'll go to Instagram Reels, it'll go to TikTok, it'll go to Facebook Reels, only if it's like a short. And so there was a point where I was taking long form video, cutting it up into shorts, or like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. We was posting 10 YouTube shorts a day. I'm gonna say that again. We were posting 10 YouTube shorts a day, and maybe 3 Instagram Reels, TikTok videos a day. Y'all better start doing some long form content. It's too much information. It's too much education and information in this room to be keeping all that goodness to yourself. People will pay where they see value. Great question. Any other question? All right. I know, Dr. Rhonda, you did the VIP. Are you ready for the hot seat? Don't go nowhere. Don't nobody go nowhere. You ready for the hot seat, Dr. Rhonda? I think that was you, right? Don't get me telling stories. Don't get shy now.
My internet is going in and out, but I did hear you say, Dr. Rhonda, what am I supposed to be doing?
Yes, you did the VIP. So you ready for the hot seat?
I'm not ready, but I get ready.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. All right, so Dr. Rhonda, this is how it's going to go. If you are here, please don't go anywhere because I got a couple of announcements to make. We are doing attendance, and so we've got some special prizes that we're going to give away. We did put a post in our community, so we want you to go in and introduce yourself in the community. Dennis, are you still here to drop that link for them to go introduce themselves? That way we can enter your name into a drawing, and we will be giving away prizes tomorrow. But you got to be here to get the prize. I love it here. Yeah, so there's a day one post. I know Cynthia has gone in and introduced herself. I think a couple of other people have gone in. Listen, this is an opportunity to meet other people as well. I know some of you got the chance to speak. There is a leaderboard, so we're going to be looking at that leaderboard too. All right, so Dr. Rhonda, first of all, tell everybody what it is that you do. And then we're going to talk about what's your biggest struggle right now in business. And I'm going to see if I can help you out.
Okay, well, I am a high school counselor, and I also have a nonprofit that's called For Knowledge is Power, where I take kids around the world on college and historical tours.
I remember that.
Love it. I do different workshops with them, like with scholarships, financial aid, going the next step to graduate.
Okay.
But then I do more like leaders empowering women. And up under my nonprofit, I have the piece where me and my husband do a marriage piece where we celebrate love, we celebrate marriages. Actually, August the 1st and August the 2nd, we're doing a marriage award soiree where we honor Florida married couples. They had to be nominated, but we're honoring them. Along with that, I am trying my signature program that I'm putting forth, that I'm still working on, is my wise blueprint.
Okay.
So that's some of the stuff, 90% of the stuff I do in a nutshell.
I love it. So we got a signature program coming for married women, the wise blueprint. All right. So what's the biggest struggle that you're having right now in business?
Being confident in pricing and knowing that I can sell it.
Okay. That's a good one. So what are you thinking about pricing it at?
$297.
$297. Why
But so let me say this. That was before I met DeKesha.
I didn't even have to say nothing. Okay. Okay.
That was before I met DeKesha.
Uh,
And one of the things I realized is that we have to understand that marriage is of God. Marriage is of God.
mhm.
And we don't put this out on the forefront like we should. We put everything else. First of all, we get divorced and we like, I can't deal with that. I can't do that. But we'll stay on that job.
Child, they treat you like
People telling y'all to go over there go over to the right, go over to the left. And you mad, but you go home, but you say you come back tomorrow because I got to get that paycheck on Friday.
Come on, you gotta teach.
Okay. So we need to learn how to put that same work into our marriage.
Commitment.
All
right. So what price you thinking about now?
Well, I'm thinking about 97.
Y'all give her a round of applause. I love that. She's already come in and made some adjustments. I listen. That's what it's all about. All right. So now that it's $997, like what are they gonna get? What are they gonna get in this program?
I'm looking for like anywhere from 8 to 12 sessions.
Okay, so you're gonna work with them in a group?
Yeah, and individual.
Okay, so we're gonna do individual.
But that we'll say group, but individual one-on-one as well.
All right,
now,
so
I'm thinking with the one-on-one. I was looking at I know you had to say your name, Shanta. I was looking at her.
Shanta.
Yeah, my friend named Shanta. I was looking at your program. I was like, whoa.
I love
and
it.
Congratulations, because to me, if anyone can do that, I give you kudos. So I was looking at that one-on-one, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do 2,400, 2,500, something like that.
And I love that.
And I do have a group offer as well. The Essence to Impact is either one-to-one or group. Of course, group probably is a lot better. You can get 6 to 10 people within the group, and I have a different price point for the group. That's just what I put in the chat. I just need to get some clients. That's why I'm here.
I know that. So, Dr. Rhonda, here's the magic question.
Uh-oh.
What's the transformation that they're going to get from working with you?
Well, I believe, this is just my belief, that they will learn how to know who they are, work on their marriage, get the tools that's necessary to be a better wife.
Say it to me one more time.
Well, I'm going to end it with tools to be a better wife.
So you're working with you're working with the married woman. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I know I put a lot of stuff out there on the table, but
no. Because what if I don't think I'm the problem?
But in our sessions, you will learn that you may not be the problem, but you have to work with your spouse to help you become a better person as well. Because sometimes we think it is somebody else, but most of the time is we don't want to change, and we don't want to listen to what he's saying for us to do. So it's not only teaching them about the tools, but it's learning your faith and trusting and believing in the word of God.
Okay. So and I love what you're doing. Okay. I love what you're doing. I want to see us spice it up a little bit more, and you can kick the price up too.
Okay. I got my pad.
So number one, I do think that we do have to take time to do a self-assessment as women, right? And granted, this is me using my language, but if it was my program, I would have like a check yourself assessment.
Okay.
Sometimes we gotta check ourselves, right? The other transformation would be what if we had the opportunity as wives to go away to reset?
Retreat.
What would that look like?
It would look amazing. I mean, I've done retreats for women, but just never wives.
Ta-da. So you even know how to put it together, right?
Oh, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I know, when people have been married 15, 20 years, sometimes they want to do something, for themselves as well. Because, watch this, sometimes we can lose ourselves in relationships.
Yes, we can.
Right? Sometimes we can lose ourselves in relationships. And you could be the vessel to help them reconnect with who they are. Y'all like that? Does that sound good? Don't just say that because it's me, Brandy. But I want to make sure.
I missed that. I did.
Huh?
I missed it. Their internet went.
Oh no! I said you could be the vessel to help them stay connected to who they truly are. Okay. Right?
I like
yes.
it. I'm loving it.
I couldn't listen because we pinned. I couldn't find you, but I knew you was in here because that's Miss Cynthia's name. Marriage built to last. That's her brand.
That's right. That's how we became friends.
So yeah, so
I went to one of her events.
I love it. And maybe you guys can collaborate.
Where was it, Cynthia?
Here in Maryland.
Yeah, in Maryland.
You're also in my book.
And I'm in the book. That's right.
Look at that. Couples. They don't even have to go away to a place too. Yeah, that's very very true. But and also because here's the thing too. One thing I know about being in a relationship, period, is that we've got to work on ourselves before we can be better for someone else. Right? So if you give them the place and the opportunity to reset and reconnect with who they are, that's going to automatically make them better when they go back home to their person, to their husband. Because don't get me wrong, if you want to do couples, that's cool, that's fine. But when you really want to create a safe space for a wife,
that's right.
You got to take the wife out.
That's right.
Right? So think about what that would look like for you. Because the 8-week program, that's great. Right? But if you want to really take it to the next level, create the experience.
Create the experience.
Create the experience where they could be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. Can we do that in 3 months? So I'll give you a perfect example. This past Friday and Saturday, we had a 2-day intensive here in Richmond, Virginia. Anybody heard of Magdalena Walker? Brandy, you don't count. You're here in Richmond. Anybody else heard of Magdalena Walker? Everybody looking at me like, Magdalena Walker she has a house here in Richmond, Virginia. She was the first African-American woman to charter a bank in the United States, in this country. That's crazy, right? So we actually, as women entrepreneurs, went on a tour of her home. And it has the actual furniture that was there when she was in the home. We got to see what she was able to build, the relationships that she had. Not only did it motivate them as African-American women, but as entrepreneurs to go back to the Hilton downtown Richmond to start and work on their business and build their legacy. That's an experience. How can you create that for wives? Does that help?
That helps. And I'm glad I was on the hot seat. Well,
well, listen. All right. So Wives Retreat. And I saw a good name too.
Reset and reconnect.
Mary.
Wives
Yeah, I was
Retreat.
like, reset and reconnect the marriage retreat. Yes, Vendor.
I
So,
wrote it down, Ms. Vendor.
She did have an elevator, Lenore. We saw that elevator too. I told them they ain't put me on that elevator. But no, that's what I want you to take away from this is how can you create that experience for wives, and then how can you help them reconnect with themselves? Because we have to be careful with the languaging. Messaging is everything. And I said this earlier. If you are having a problem with people showing up or people converting, it's the messaging. But instead of you telling me be a better wife, it makes me feel like, well, I'm the only one doing work.
and I'm already a good wife.
Right. What about staying connected to who I am while being a wife?
Hmm.
All right. Nicole, are you here? All right, Dr. Rhonda, does that help you? Any questions?
That helps.
I love it.
And I appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. One more time for Nicole. I know Nicole did a hot seat. I know she was on here earlier. So I'm going to unpin us. I want like 3 people as we shut down for today. 3 people raise your hand and tell me your biggest aha moment from today. 3 people raise your hand. Share your biggest aha moment from today. Miss Crystal Carter, I see you sneak in. What's up?
I'm always lurking around here somewhere. And you know I'm in the car, right? So
Lord.
In my usual space. My biggest takeaway was StreamYard because I hadn't realized that you could, because when it was trying to be in all these places at one time. And as much as I've heard you speak before, this one just caught my attention today, that I can use StreamYard to be in multiple places at one time versus trying to figure out how to get stuff everywhere.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, we love StreamYard. All right, Miss Margaret January, I'm so glad you showed up, my love. Where'd she go? What was your biggest takeaway?
Well, actually, I have 2.
Okay.
One is I'm not on enough platforms. Facebook just ain't doing it. I definitely need to have a bigger presence on social media. And I am really undercharging. I need to charge more.
I have to agree with you.
I knew you would.
I have to agree with you. Great takeaways. All right, Miss Lise.
So mine was the know, like, and trust factor. You must build relationships. So even though I've heard that before, it's just like settling in. This is what I have to do in order to get people to know what I do and find out where they're at.
Yes, that's good. We got to know where our audience is so that we can show up. That's a good one. Miss Vandora, what you got?
I want to piggyback off of Lisa. Is it Lisa?
It's like pronounced Lisa.
Lisa. I want to piggyback off of Lisa and say that, it's important in doing the know, like, in obtaining the know, like, and trust that you have 7 hours of consumption, 11 touch points, and be on 4 different platforms. So it's not just about being everywhere. It's about consistency and being strategic.
Yes.
About what you're doing.
Absolutely. That's good. Yeah. And it's, so my word for about 3 years has been intentional. And so I've been very intentional about making sure that I show up and consistently show up for my audience. So you're definitely right. As we close out, we will meet tomorrow 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a different Zoom link for tomorrow. It will go out in email. You all should have a calendar link. Did everyone get a chance to schedule their feedback call before I let you go? Did everyone get a chance to schedule their feedback call? We'll drop the link. We'll drop the link one more time if Dennis is still here, Margaret, so you can get a chance to schedule your feedback call. Most of everyone, I did get a chance. All of them are taken.
Everyone I keep trying for, I've tried for Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. It keeps telling me there's no appointments for that time.
Hold on. I'm gonna do it right now. Who is that? Shanta. Shanta. Come on with Shanta. Because by the time I tell you to call me or does Saturday work?
Yeah, Saturday is fine.
Yeah, I told y'all I didn't open my calendar on a good here Saturday. Let's see. Yeah, I have to force it through. And Margaret probably just took the last one. Can you do 12:30 or 10:30?
Is that I'm Central Time, so would
That'll
that
be 11:30 or 1:30.
11:30.
So that's 10:30 for me. What is that? That's 10:30 for me?
Yes.
All right. Oops, I just did it wrong. Don't I'm gonna change it because they booked it for the day at 8:45. I gotta change it. But it's gonna be at 10:30, 11:30. You need an appointment for Monday. All right, can we take a note of this so I can put these in my calendar? Because apparently they're not.
It's the living room.
Huh? So Terry and Shanta. I was gonna say I heard somebody say the living room. We will definitely get your feedback calls scheduled. So Rhonda has a pre-workshop call. Rhonda, I'm going to change that to a feedback call because once the actual workshop is done, there's no reason for me to have a pre-workshop call. And I don't think anybody on here for tomorrow. I don't think anybody that's here has a call tomorrow. Latasha. I saw Latasha. She's here. You have a call tomorrow. We will make that a feedback call as well, even though we still haven't gone into day 2. All right. So, was today good for you guys? Did anybody learn anything? I love it. I got some thumbs up.
It was amazing.
I love it. I love to hear it. Tomorrow, we're going to go into the different platforms. We got a special announcement tomorrow. I will be introducing our Sell Your Signature Offer Mastermind. Will give you the opportunity to work with myself and my team for a 12-month period. We do have a special going on. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. We will be here. We will open up the room around 5:50. So make sure that you come back tomorrow. If you thought today was good, tomorrow's going to be gooder. Goodest. Yes, I said what I said. And you know what? And kudos to you all because you stayed the entire time. So kudos to each of you all because you stayed the entire time. So Dennis has a check of everyone that was here and stayed. So we're going to give you guys a special gift just for staying for day 1. And if you come back, we'll give you another gift for tomorrow. How's that? And then we're going to do a drawing. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Ms. Moon. So listen, this wraps up day 1. So excited to be here with you guys. Nice to meet anyone that I have not had the opportunity to meet with before. And welcome back for those of you all that came back. All right. So listen, my name is DeKesha Williams, your webinar and business strategist. Be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. I see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.